Back in 1995, I was in a restaurant and I happened to overhear a conversation between these two apparently well educated, well spoken, professional black men. And they were having a conversation about the eradication of black men from society. And so I listened to their conversation for just a moment. I walked over and decided to walk over to their table. And I apologized for eavesdropping, but I asked one of the guys, I said, "Man, do you really believe what you just said?" And the guy looks at me and he says, "Absolutely." He said, "Don't you watch the news?" He said, "I believe in 20 years, all black men are either going to be dead or in jail." And it wasn't what he said as much as how he said it that really broke my heart, because this guy, I could sense that he had basically given up on life and he didn't think it was possible for black men to succeed in America. And unfortunately, there are a lot of men of color who feel this way. And I can understand why, because if you look at our media and you look at the negative stereotypes that we're constantly bombarded with, like police brutality and high incarceration rates, and the list goes on and on, I can understand how some black men might feel that way. But what I recognize and what I know with absolute certainty, that this way of thinking is what I'll call an illness. It is an illness of thinking. It is a mindset that we as black men must overcome. And so I've written a new book called The Cure for Onlyness, A Black Man's Guide to Joy, Passion, and Purpose. And the first lesson in the book is about overcoming this illness, this negative mindset that too many men of color have. And so if you're ready to move past the negative mindset generated by our media, and if you want to embrace the idea that you are capable of creating an extraordinary life, I'd like to suggest that you pick up a copy of The Cure for Onlyness, because it's going to give you some insights and inspiration to support you in overcoming this illness of a negative mindset. Because despite what you may see in the media, it is my belief that black men are positioned to experience unprecedented levels of success in America today. And so I am an irrepressible optimist with a passion for the impossible. And if I can overcome being a high school dropout, divorce, bankruptcy, foreclosure, being homeless for 2 years, I'm absolutely certain you can overcome any obstacle you may be dealing with. But it all begins with your mindset. It all begins with you challenging yourself to understand and explore what you believe, how you think, and how you feel. Because once you understand those three things, then you can make changes in your life. And this book is designed to give you some tools that can support you in changing that negative mindset, if that's the mindset that you have. So I want to extend an invitation to you to join me in this new movement. And I'm calling this movement the Onlyness Cure. And we're going to cure this feeling of onlyness for men of color and empower them to live extraordinary lives. So if you're on board with this and you're ready to join this movement, just pick up your copy of The Cure for Onlyness today and use the tools to create the life you know you're capable of. And rest assured, the future is bright for those of us who are willing to make it so. So join the movement. #Onlyness Cure. Take care.